Hello everyone. Today is a story about love, betrayal, and quiet revenge. This morning, she awoke to the sharp crack of breaking glass, a thunderous thud echoing from a family room, as if a pillar of their life had given way. Barefoot, in her sleepwear, she dashed down the stairs. And there it was. The vault door ajar, the savings vanished, the display case in shards where the heirlooms once rested. She collapsed to the floor, calling out my name in desperation, her pleas fracturing like a lost soul who had forfeited all. Please, not this. Please don't let it be true. But I stood there, witnessing her unravel. We hadn't always been strangers in our own home. Once, she was my universe, the woman whose grin could melt my defenses, who rested against me as dinner simmered, who murmured that I was the sole person she'd ever confide in. I offered that confidence freely. Decades of weaving a shared existence. Trips abroad, private laughs, evenings dreaming of tomorrow. I believed we were unbreakable until the evening her device glowed on the tabletop. A message from him. Hope your oblivious partner stays in the dark. Can't wait for later. My insides nodded. She chuckled when questioned. Claimed it was harmless fun. Labeled me overly doubtful. For the first time, I detected the falsehood in her mirth. From then on, I observed closely. The extended evenings out, abrupt professional gatherings, how her gaze sparkled at each hidden alert. I held back from another challenge. No need, as a sharp insight pierced me. I refused to weep. I wouldn't implore. I'd bide my time. For months, I feigned ignorance, grinning, agreeing, accepting her fabrications. In the quiet hours, I acted unseen. I duplicated her device's data while she slumbered. Gathered financial records, captures, lodging bookings, even the modest gift purchases he covered with his business funds. Each hidden truth she guarded, I claimed. I consulted a legal expert, relocated holdings, sealed accounts, our finances, our residence, our path ahead. I revised the documents without her awareness. Then I prepared the scene. It began subtly. I left her device accessible, aware she'd fret over whether she'd secured it. I posed innocent inquiries whose answers I shouldn't possess. Her chuckles strained, her glances shifted. She sensed the shift, yet couldn't identify it. Next, I laid the trap. I mentioned considering a home loan adjustment. Requested her endorsement on some forms. She skimmed them hastily, preoccupied with her concealed world. Unbeknownst to her, that mark relinquished her claims to our very foundation. At last, I delivered the blow. Her colleague admirer fancied himself sly, dispatching a taunting note one night. You ought to appreciate me, friend. I'm ensuring her contentment on your behalf. I refrained from responding. Instead, I relayed all to his spouse. Images, reservation details, snapshots I'd amassed. The fallout was cataclysmic. His union dissolved. His profession ended. His standing tarnished by the fingers that crafted those conceited words. And my partner? She clung to the remnants. That's when I orchestrated this dawn. The clamor she heard, the vault yielding, the edifice of our union crumbling in one echo. She hurried below to behold the debris. All economic bonds severed, every fund immobilized, all security stripped. She sank down weeping, entreating me to reverse it. Her makeup streaked, her tone quivering, her fingers shaking as they extended toward me. Please, I'll mend it. I'll cease. But mending was impossible. I revealed the papers strewn on the surface, her mark confronting her, evidence that all was now solely mine. Her complexion paled. She gripped the edge as if it might steady her. You orchestrated this. Her words splintered with shock, dread, and a whisper of respect. Yes. One syllable. Chilled. Conclusive. The finest aspect, I didn't shout. I didn't condemn. I denied her the thrill of my fracture. Rather, I remained composed, deliberate, akin to completing a mosaic, fitting the final fragment. For disloyalty merits quietude before the tempest, and retribution calls for precision when the gale arrives. Now she comprehends what I grasped the instant that message illuminated her display. I wasn't the unaware companion. I was the one who permitted her to craft her downfall fragment by fragment. This dawn wasn't my collapse. It was the revelation of the creation I forged in obscurity. She believed she held mysteries, but I was the sole enigma to dread. Thus, as she implored reversal, I simply departed. For certain fractures, once inflicted, warrant no restoration. Fairness doesn't invariably thunder. At times it murmurs. At times it observes, at times it lingers, and at times it rouses you with a resounding shatter, then abandons you amid the wreckage of your deceptions. I didn't forfeit a spouse today. She forfeited a partner, and I departed with something infinitely more precious than affection: serenity. So our story has come to an end. Sometimes justice does not come with loud cries, but with a cold clarity that leaves silence in its wake. Thank you for coming this way with me. If this story has touched your heart, don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments, like and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss new stories. See you soon.